Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's going to be a pretty crazy day. I'm actually getting ready to get out the door to go to my future daughter-in-law's bachelorette party. We are going to be having quite the evening. I'm super excited. So yeah, if you want to see how I came up with this look, please continue watching. And if you are new today, the biggest warm welcome to you. And if by the end of this video you enjoy my channel, if you would consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family here. Okay, you guys, come get ready with me for this bachelorette party. Yeah, so tonight should be very interesting. We are actually going out to dinner. We're going out to Mexican, and then we're going to drag queen bingo, and then the girls are going bar hopping. So my sister-in-law and I were not sure how far we're going to take that. But hey, if we're having a good time, we're going to continue. But yeah, these girls are like 23 to 26, so yeah, they're very young and God knows what bars they're going to. So I don't know how the whole night's going to go, but I know for sure I'm going out to dinner and I'm going to drag queen bingo. So the dress that I'm wearing it's like a mint green. I'll show you guys later. So I have an eye look in my head and I'm hoping it's going to turn out. Now it's very tedious. I do know this. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to attempt it, you guys. So I'm not really here to, show any products. It's just going to be me applying my makeup and yeah, we're just going to try it out. I'm going to start with my eyes and of course I'm going to prep them with the P. Louise. Okay, so, and I'm going to be dragging it out way far because I am doing a cat eye type effect. So, and it's a cheat for hooded eyes. So, I did do something like this the other day and it turned out. Now, you know how that goes. It could be a one-time hit. So let's hope not, you guys, because again, I don't have a lot of time to be messing around redoing my eye. I am going to use my elf strips, and you know that it comes in one strip like this, and I usually just cut it down the center. So I'm just going to do that, and because you do not need that long strip per eye. This is where it becomes a little tricky. Excuse my mirror if it gets in our way here, but I definitely will need it for this look. So unfortunately, I think it's going to be a little in the way. Okay, so I'm now going to try to line this up as best as possible. And I'm actually lining this up against my lower lash line. And I'm bringing it out at an angle. And I'm not really concentrating lining it up to my eyebrow. I want it more like a more cat eye type thing. And I'm going to try to attempt to put it in the same spot on the other eye. And let's see if they look even. So I'm going to be using two different palettes here. I'm actually going to be using the High Tide by ColourPop and a little bit just from this Moira that I got the other day. Only because I do need a little neutral shade. I'm not going to do much with it. I just need something to create a shadow. So I'm going to take a brush here and it looks like this. And this is just, I had gotten it in my BoxyCharm. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a number on it that I'm not seeing, but it's a Luna Magic brush. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to actually mix these two shades here because like I said, I just want a shadow. I do not want something really bold. So I'm just going to go in super light and I'm just creating a little color. So I'm not really wanting a lot of color, just enough. So that, honestly, that's about it. Just very, very light. Yeah, I was super happy that my future daughter-in-law involved me with her bachelorette party. And there's not a lot, she doesn't have a big wedding party. So I think there's only a total of 6 of us girls, which is really nice. I actually like that. It's more intimate. We'll have more fun. It's not going to be so overwhelming, with like 15, 16 girls, So, no, very, small, simple. My husband, he's out with my son. He's doing his bachelor party, and they are out golfing, and I think they're going to head over to a cigar bar later. So Yeah, very low keys, which is nice. Okay, so this is all I'm doing with this palette as of now, I think. I'm going to use this Maybelline, and I just got this the other day because I saw it somewhere on TikTok or something, and it's called the Precise, Master Precise. And what they're saying is, and I'm going to show you this little tip. I mean, it is so tiny, but it you're allowed to like blend it. It gives you time to like really blend it, but then it stays put. And I did try it on my hand, and yes, it's true. It does stay put. Right now I'm looking for the brush I'm going to use to smudge it, and I think I'm going to use this brush here, and this is the Alter Ego number 8. So as you can see, it's just very small and very dense. Okay, you guys, this is where I'm going to get super close to you. And what I'm going to do is just put it a little bit on the edge of my eye here and bring it up just about like that. So just very little, and it's very, very pigmented. So just be aware of that. And now I'm just going to start smudging this. And I'm not trying to be super, super precise on this end. I don't mind what happens here. I'm just creating this little smudging effect. And I'm kind of going, I'm not going straight up, I'm almost going in a diagonal. And make sure you get in this corner here, you know, where it gets like right there. So you don't have like this major place where there's nothing. And I'm just going to use a little bit more. We can always build up. And I'm just going to do that. You see how it's so easy to smudge out. And I'm only taking it to about right there. I'm not going all the way over. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take this brush here. It looks like that. Very similar, only a little bit more, bristles are a little longer. And this is Alter Ego, why do I have such a time? Alter Ego number 6. I'm going to go in the shade here, New Wave. And I'm just going to put very little. So I just basically tapped it, and I'm even going to tap it again. And I'm going to go just above where I laid that black. And I'm just kind of tapping it. All right, you know, you can always go back in if you need more. I don't want a crazy look, but I'm just adding just that enough green in here to go with my dress. And just going to bring it over there. And then I'm just tapping. And I'm going a little bit further where I have the black. So it'll look like that. And now I'm going to take this kind of brush here, and this is a number 6 Beauty Galleria. So yeah, again, I think I got it on Amazon, but yeah, I'm not quite sure. Now I'm going to go in the shade Currents, which is this shade up here. And again, I'm just putting very like little on my brush. I'm going to tap it off, and I'm going to go even above that. And now I'm just going to kind of mesh those two together. And the nice thing is it has like a nice little point. So when I get out here, I can, had way too much on that. I can just kind of create a more distinct point there. So, and I'm actually going to clean that off and go in with this color here. And I'm just going to darken it up just a tad. So again, I'm just tapping. I'm not swiping anything at this point. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with that first smudging brush, and I'm going to go here. So I'm really not sure like what brushes to use. to create, you know, you kind of just gotta play around to see what works best. And I'm just gonna bring that over just a touch. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with that first blending brush that I used, and I don't have anything on it. I'm actually gonna clean it off, and I'm just going to pat these together. I don't want to be swiping anything at this point, and I don't think I will be either. So I think I'm just going to stop at there for now. Now hopefully I can do the same thing on this eye. Okay guys, let's check out the reveal of how this looks. I'm super scared because this doesn't look good. Ooh, I'm so happy. Do you guys see that? Wow, these elf strips, you guys, or any kind of tape, are life-changing. I did purchase this and I love this for everyday use, but for this kind of precision, you want tape. So yes, I'm super, super happy with this. So looking at this look, it definitely needs something in here. So what I think I'm going to do is, you see this color here? This is so cool. I'm going to take my alter ego. These are getting finally some love here. And this is the number 5. So it looks like that. And again, it's a dense brush. And I'm just going to, now this I'm going to pack the color on a little bit more. And I'm going to just tap that on my lid. And I really don't care how precise this looks, because you're going to see what I'm going to do here. I just needed a little something in here. I'm actually really happy I'm using this palette again, because I was a little worried that I wouldn't use this, but yeah, for these, you know, you definitely, I feel like it just needed a neutral in here. I'm surprised I didn't put some kind of neutral. So now I'm just going to go back and tap above that. Oh, I like that. Here's where the magic's going to come in. I'm going to use that Moira. This is their Lucent Cream Shadow, and mine's in Infinity. So this is where we're going to knock it up about a notch. 10 notches, actually. I'm putting it on my ring finger, and I'm just going to put that in here. And look what that does. It's so beautiful. Yes, ma'am. Okay, you guys, so then I was thinking, what complexion products am I going to use? And because I want this to last pretty good, you know, I mean, we got a long night and it is humid here, like grossly humid. So I am going to use products that I think are really going to stay on my face. Since this is a fancy evening, I'm going to actually use my Lancome, and this is the Blur Stick. And I'm just going to put it all over my T-zone, or anywhere where I want my wrinkles or pores to be covered. I do have pores here, and I'm just going to put a little bit under my eye. Pretty much the whole face. And with this, you really want to rub this into your wrinkles and those pores. So you do really want to push that in. And I do want to be glowy, so for primer, I'm actually going to use my Maybelline 4-in-1. I love this as a primer. I do feel like my makeup does stay on really well when I use this. So I'm just going to put a bunch on. And the only place I'm really not going to put it in is like in my nose area. And I've even been putting this under my eyes, so it just adds that glow. And I'm just going to use my fingers to rub this in. I love the glow that just gives my face, you know, and it just kind of evens out the skin tone, you know, to set the stage. The foundation I chose is the NARS. This stuff, it stays on. So I don't know about this humidity, but it usually on the most part does. So I'm going to shake it up. Mine is in the shade Light 3 Gobi or something, but it's clearly too light because I did add a little bit of Soul to add some color. And I'm going to, I don't think I need a lot with this. So, and they're weird pumps. They're not like a full pump. I'm also going to use this e.l.f. Adjuster. And again, this does not alter the formula whatsoever. But yeah, and unfortunately, I don't think they make this anymore. So yeah, when this is gone, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm just mixing it, and I use my finger just to warm up the foundation. And so it made it to about that shade here. I'm going to spray a brush, and I'm actually going to go in with a brush today. I liked how my foundation went on the other day, and it could have been just that foundation, that Moira. You guys, I was torn between that and this one today. Yeah, that one is super nice, and it did last really well all day. If you want to check out that, if you missed it, I'll put that in the description box below, and put a little card up here for you guys if you want to click on it to see that their products are gorgeous. They're probably one of my new favorite brands right now, and again, they're a small indie brand, and their products are beautiful. Let's go in and see how it looks. Ooh, this stuff is nice. Very, very nice. Now this is a product, again, I got this on TJ Maxx one day, a very lucky fluke. And I tell you, this is one, if I ever run out, I would definitely repurchase. Even though it's more money than I usually spend or like to spend on a foundation, it's definitely worth it. I tell you, it looks pretty darn good on mature skin. You know, you would think it would not because it is such a full coverage foundation, but yeah, you know, it's super, super nice. And especially with that Maybelline under it. Look, this is really beautiful. Listen to this. Remember how you guys, I told you that I hated this NARS? Well, you know, I hate not using things I purchased, especially when it was $38. So I think I figured it out. You kind of got to just choose your poison on this and, you know, how I bought the two together. This is the color corrector, and this is the, I don't think the two of them need to be together or can be together because I hated this. So I used it the other day and I really liked it. So again, I mean, I'm just going to put the littlest amount because you do not need a lot here with this product. Otherwise, it will look cakey. Okay, so that is all I'm doing with that. And then I'm going to take my sponge, of course, and spray it. And I'm going to be really precise right here because of my little line. Okay, and then I'm going to go right here, and I'm just going to focus pretty much right here for now. Right in that dark spot that I usually have. And just take very little across the eye. I'm finding less is way more. For my eyes, they're getting a little bit more wrinkly all the time, you know, so I just got to be very careful, you know, not to apply too much product because concealer will not cover your wrinkles. I finally accepted that. Right now I'm just trying to focus on covering discoloration more than wrinkles. It's going to put very, very, very little powder. Again, because this is pretty high coverage. And I'm going to use my Moira. I have been loving that powder. Again, if you guys want to see that review on their line, link it in the description box below. I'm just going to put very little under my eye. Just to very lightly set it. Okay, you guys, and I find that going in this cap is not such a bad thing because it sits right here on the top. So, and I find I'm using probably the right amount that I should be using instead of going crazy with powder. So I am going to set pretty good here though, my T-zone. This powder is so smoothing. I am going to set very lightly all around my face because this foundation just keeps its tackiness. You know, it doesn't really dry too far down. So it just has that, you know, little tacky wetness feeling. So I feel like you just have to lightly set it just enough. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the contour, and I'm actually going to use this today. It's my Physician Formula, and I love that shade there for contouring. So I'm just going to put a little bit on a brush, tap that off, and I'm just going to pat that in there. And I like doing it at about right beneath that cheekbone. And I'm moving like an upward motion. Yeah, just a perfect contour shade. I'm going to put a little bit under here. I'm going to be probably wearing way more makeup than I normally do, but I want this to last all night. And I don't know, you know, it's probably going to be super dark in some of these places that we're going to. So you want your makeup to be seen after all the work we put into it. The bronzer I chose today is the Milani. This is in Suntan 03. Okay, so the blushes I chose are from Moira as well. And I'm going to use two different shades. I want to try something. Yeah, I don't know how smart this is to try something right now, but we're going to. So I'm going to go in with this one here. This one's in Bella Pink, and I'm going to put some on a brush, and I'm going to put that more up here. And you know, bring that around my temple here just a little bit. And this is going to be bright. Yeah, well, a little bit too bright there, but you know how to calm that down now. We just take our sponge. And now I'm going to go in with, and this is in the shade Sweet Peach. And I'm using a different brush, so I have two of these. One's for my pinks and one's for my more neutral colors. So I'm going to go into peach, and I'm going to bring that more towards the front. So we're definitely going to have like a little ombre effect going on here. I just love their blushes, you guys. They're so beautiful, and they're very pigmented, and they're smoothing. So that's what we got going on here. Still not as much of an ombre effect I had in my head, but it's there. Let's go back into our palettes here. I'm going to go in with that first neutral shade here, and I'm going to put it on a flat brush here. Now I'm just putting, again, just a shadow, and we'll darken it up with the greens in just a moment. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit more detailed brush here, and I'm going to go in with the shade New Wave. It's the darker green, and tap that off. And actually, I think what I'm going to do too, use that black liner and just do a little bit on that outer corner and smudge that. Move that into that black here. Yeah, that's what it needed. Okay, so I'm going to go back into the green. And I'm going to go into that lighter green Currant and just do that in the front of my eye. There we go. Yep, this is what I'm wanting. You guys, this is a wonderful pencil liner. I highly recommend this. This is great. Yeah, it just gives me that enough time to smudge it out, and then it just dries down. So wonderful. I absolutely love that. Okay, so we're getting close to the end, you guys. It's been a long one. So now I'm going to go in with this setting spray, and it's through Moira. And I'm going to spray my sponge and go around everything here. I love how this adds like a glow to your face. I absolutely love that. I did purchase a setting spray through Kimchi. You know how I love my Kimchi. And this is more matte, and this is called the Stage Proof Matte setting spray. You know how the drag queens, you know, they know how to keep their makeup on. So yeah, I imagine the setting spray is pretty good. So I'm just going to put that in my T-zone just to keep that matte. And to test it out. I just want to see how well it stays. Okay, you guys, I forgot to add my little baking thing. It really does make a difference in chiseling out my chubby cheeks. So hopefully it will be okay that I've already set my face, but I'll just go back over that with some setting spray again. Okay, so I actually am going to do some corner lashes. I love these. These are through Tarte, and this is the Man Eater ones. And I absolutely love these. They're just the perfect lash, I swear. I'm going to put some glue on these and let them dry down while I do my lips. Yeah, I am not shy when it comes to this glue. So yep, making sure I get my corners really good. Okay, so I'm going to do something super crazy with my lip as well. I'm just throwing all caution to the wind here today. I'm going to use my Essence Because Does shade here. And I am going to show you a trick that I saw on TikTok. I've tried it a couple times. It kind of works, so let's try it again. So you literally shut your lip like this and go in and draw. The trick is to trust that it's going to create the best line, and it's not bad, do not see, and it's totally overlined, because when you do that, you're going way above your line. Now I do have just a few spots to clean up, but nothing really bad. So I'm gonna take my finger and just smooth that all out. I'm going to use my Milani in the shade Shoop, and so it looks like that shade. And what I'm going to do is just go on the outsides. I'm keeping the middle part blank, and you'll see why. I'm going to go in with my NYX, and it's white here, and I'm just going to go down the center. Like that. This is supposed to create an ombre effect, you guys. Saw this on TikTok too. Supposedly we just keep doing this. Ooh, it's kind of cool actually. Yeah, it's just different. Yeah, I like that. So I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of just gloss here, using my NYX, and just go in the center where I have that lighter shade. Yeah, I like it. It's different. So I am just going to put that as close, of course, to my lash line as possible. And squeeze that together with my handy dandy tool here. And voila, that is on. So yeah, these are super easy to put on too. That's why I love them. Yeah, this is just the perfect lash for me. It's really not that difficult. Half lashes are always a little easier than the full lash. I barely have to add any mascara because these are just so dramatic and beautiful. Yeah, these are just so pretty. I'm gonna wipe this away real quick and just spray a little bit on my sponge and go over that. See how it just really makes a difference there. Okay, so I'm gonna do the final steps, put on my outfit, and show you what I'm wearing. Okay, you guys, so this is what I am wearing. I'm gonna be with some young girls. And the only thing I don't like is up here because I am a little busty. So I feel like I'm like just all busty, but like these Cute little nude shoes. So yeah, I got that. I got this nice little gold necklace I got at TJ Maxx. And this ring, I think I got it at Amazon or something. But yeah, so this is the outfit I am wearing. So enjoy the rest of the video and wish me luck at this bachelorette party. Okay.
Holy. Thank God it's not a giant penis. This is perfect.
Oh, there literally is penis candies.
A whole bottle fits in that. I was afraid. Okay, I gotta tell you the story. So there's your wine to go with it. I think I got the wrong one, but oh well, it'll work.
It's Prosecco.
Smiles.